Our first reading today from the book of Exodus tells us how to look at immigrants and how to treat immigrants. Thus says the Lord, "You shall not molest or oppress an alien, for you were once alien yourselves in the land of Egypt." Look where you came from, God says, and ask how you would like to be treated. Don't mistreat immigrants, for you were once an immigrant yourself. My grandfather came to this country from Ireland in 1872. Times were bad there, and he came looking for work. He settled over in Bayonne, New Jersey. It's right across the harbor from New York City when he got off the boat. He got a job in the oil refinery there, and he married and he had 5 kids. My mother told me that he couldn't read or write when he came here. She taught him. She also told me that he never missed a day of work, or he never missed a Sunday at Mass. He lived with us before he died, and I remember him sitting on the porch in the summer reading the Bayonne Times, the local newspaper. He wanted to know what was going on. He seemed to know everybody going by, and he enjoyed passing the time of day with them. He thanked God for being able to come to this country, and he did his best to make this country better. In the gospel today, the Pharisees asked Jesus what the greatest commandment is. He said to them, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind." This is the greatest and the first commandment. And then he added a second commandment. The second is like it, he said, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." And when they asked Jesus, "Who is your neighbor?" you remember his answer. Your neighbor is everyone who's making the journey of life with you. Whether they look like you or not, whether they talk like you or not, whether they think like you or not, they're your neighbor. Wouldn't the world be great if we looked at each other that way, as neighbors, same as us, no matter how different we may seem? But it seems like today we're good at putting up walls, but not good at seeing each other as neighbors. Love your neighbor as yourself, Jesus tells us today. So let's ask God to help us to do what he commands, to love our neighbor as ourselves.